So, a few seconds about this 9500 group. It's an alliance of 9 companies. My company is Intercept 9500. And what we do is providing security, physical security, cyber security, brand protection. And of course, you need intelligence to all these things. So this is what my company is doing in the alliance. We provide the cyber threat intelligence. We provide the physical security related intelligence, we provide the influence security intelligence and the business intelligence. So we are in a way an intelligence company, but we're not James Bond. All we do is just web intelligence. So that's briefly about us, and I'll jump to this most complicated issue, huge headache, and something that is very, very difficult to digest. And why is that? Because hostile influence campaigns, those campaigns that attack your reputation or working on the perception of the clients and the business partners, are in the realm of what we call FA, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And for that, they have basically two tools. One is cyber attacks, and the other one is the influence campaign in social media, rumors, disinformation, fake news, etc., etc. That you in Taiwan are highly familiar with this. So when you do cyber influence security, you need to watch both realms. You need to watch cyber security, and you need to watch the disinformation, reputation related information, and then combine them in what we call cyfluence, cyber influence security. So basically you need someone to do sense making. And in a minute, I'll give an example. What do I mean by combining? Okay, so each and every company, they have the PR team, reputation management capabilities. I think that everyone has today cybersecurity. This is not new. What I'm talking now is about combining both units, which in an organization are traditionally or typically different places under two different VPs, in a way to combine them, or at least allow them to work together and think together. So you don't just have the headache of ransomware and IoT and moving to the cloud and all the conversation that we had up until now. Unfortunately, I'm adding to your headache another issue, the realm of influence. So I'll just show you two pictures, an example of a research we've done for the Japanese company Dentsu. I think you're familiar with the name. If not, you can search and see it. And what you see in this nice picture in green, that's an influencer. That's a guy who sends messages, who tweets, okay? In our language, he injects the information. And the red are the retweets, and you see a cloud around him. That this can be, for example, Elon Musk, okay? He tweets a lot, that's the green, looks like a small sun, and he has so many followers that retweets him, that's in red. But in our investigation, it's not Elon Musk, it's a threat actor attacking Dentsu. And how do I know this? Second picture, we had an analysis of these followers. What you see here now, the yellow and the blue is following and followers. Who is following who? And you see that everyone is connected to anyone else. So what you see is what we call in our language an echo chamber. A chamber that is designed to echo whatever information that you inject into it. This is common practice in influence campaigns. Once we see an echo chamber, we understand that this is a campaign. So we take this technology, by the way, proprietary, you will not find it in the market, and we run it on the influence campaign, and then we understand that there is a campaign, one reality, which you need to address, but then we combine it with the cyber security. And here, allow me to give you a very quick scenario. Okay, you're a company in Taiwan, okay? Let's say you manufacture chips or part of it or related to this industry. Okay, and there's a rival nation. I'm not going to throw nations, but you can, names of nations. You can imagine someone who is not very far away, who's trying to build his own industry. Now, this country has its own issues, internal issues, external issues, political issues, and this country decides to attack Taiwan, not physically, but the reputation in order to take over the market, or at least chunks of the market. This is a political issue. Okay, this is geostrategy. What does why should you be worried? Because today companies are both players. Divest from a country, you go out. Look at what happens with Russia and Ukraine. Companies going out of Russia by their own decisions, not because of sanctions. So you are a player in applying influence, but you're also a target to influence campaigns. See how many companies are being targeted in order to influence them. So in this scenario, this country decides to attack the sector. You're a small company in the sector, you need to be worried. And why? They go to the dark web and they find an old design of a chip. Believe me, I can provide several like that from the darknet. I've done just such a thing several months ago for a company in your country. And then, okay, they just bought it. And then they go and they run a DDoS attack, denial of service, on your website. Very simple attack. What do they want? They just block the website for several hours. Okay? And then here comes the combination. The combination is that they are now running a rumor. And the rumor says, have you seen this issue with the website? It's not DDoS, it's a hack attack. And we hacked the website. And from the website, we migrated laterally and we found the designs of the chips. And in the design of the chips, we made very small changes, but we fucked them. Sorry for the full language. Okay? And now you need to go to explain your clients that that wasn't a hacking attack, that was a DDoS. And your chip design is okay, but then they release the picture of the design that they bought in the dark web. And now you start to give explanation that no, this is an old design, etc., etc. You are on the defensive side. Think for a moment. What will your cybersecurity team do? They will deflect the DDoS attack. Easy, they're well trained, they will stop the attack, they will be happy. They will not understand that the disinformation is coming a step after that. Your PR team will not be bothered by the DDoS attack. Maybe they will have some, I don't know, explanation for the world that's a DDoS attack, but they will stop over there. They will not be prepared for the disinformation campaign until it's too late. Okay, so this is the realm where we come into the story. We train the teams, or we do the work ourselves as a service, and we look at geopolitics, at strategy, and we apply it on a company. And unfortunately, what we have learned from the war in Ukraine is that a private sector company, medium size, large size for sure, cannot disregard these issues. You must take it into consideration and embed it in your plans. I'll give you one example that is not written over here. With Toyota, we have done some work on Toyota. Toyota understood the war, decided to get out of Russia. Getting out of Russia, they were being attacked, cyber attack on the manufacturing line, Russian hackers, as a retaliation, because if you leave Russia, they want to revenge and make you an example. One thing. And on the other side, they didn't communicate very well, so the Ukrainians missed the point that Toyota went out of the Russian market, and they started to attack Toyota reputationally, demanding Toyota will leave the Russian market, which they've already done. Okay, so Toyota were clever to understand the situation and react, but they didn't react very well, which cost them a lot. I'm not going to dive into it, but what I'm trying to suggest here, if you look at the war in Ukraine, at the Russia, at the Ukraine, at the world, you look at your situation in China. I'm not going to talk about China. One leader now is going to be elected a third time. Housing situation, you understand the situation. I'm not going to talk about Taiwan, want to become a country, independent one. I'm not going to talk about that. What I suggest, there are vectors here where you are going to be targeted. Never, it's not important how small you are. So you need to prepare yourselves. So what are we asking as this group or as Intus at my company? Two things. One, to provide service in Taiwan. We need some partner to do this for us, work in your market. This is one thing that we are looking for. The other thing, we have the capability now to develop a technology to do most of the work automatically. In today's world, where the financial situation, the markets are being drained, that's much more complicated. We'll be very happy to find a partner to try to develop such a piece of software. That's about it. Ronen, back to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.